Welcome back to Samurai Reviews, where we cut through the hype with honest and sharp takes on movies, series, and everything in between. With this month's spotlight on the Karate Kid franchise, it only makes sense to revisit Cobra Kai, the series that picks up years later where the original trilogy ended. The series also starts with Johnny Lawrence, played by William Zabka, then reintroduces other familiar faces from Part 2 and 3 later on. Johnny's revival of the infamous Cobra Kai dojo reignites his rivalry with the Miyagi-Do, setting off chain reactions including a whole new generation of fighters caught between teenage dismay and dojo loyalty. But here's the real take. Cobra Kai feels like the Karate Kid collided with a CW superhero show, a over-the-top teen drama with corny dialogue and some not-so-worthy moments, especially when the younger cast takes center stage. But it's when the original cast steps in, that's when the show hits, emotionally. That's when it feels like a real continuation of the franchise's legacy. The series starts off a bit bumpy, then finds its groove midway, and then stumbles hard by the end. Much like the final season of Game of Thrones, where it sacrificed core character arcs for dramatic flair and unraveled so much of what has been carefully built. I get they need to raise the stakes, but the consistent twists and overcomplicated plot turns felt like chaos for chaos' sake. Simplicity can be powerful. Cobra Kai did have its fun moments, great callbacks to the original film, and it's when Chosen from Part 2 returns, played by Yuji Yokomoto, was a standout and a satisfying redemption arc, aside from the last season that is, as well as seeing both Daniel and Johnny's egos grow, and eventually joining forces was one of the show's most rewarding developments. Their alliance felt earned, and it brought real emotion to the mid-seasons. I wish the show had leaned harder into the character's legacy instead of the early focus on the teen cast, which sidelined the very icons that made the franchise special. The teen drama wasn't always that bad, but it lacked depth and emotion that came naturally with the original characters. Samurai Review rates Cobra Kai a 5.5 out of 10. Cobra Kai is just above average, some strong moments, and especially with Johnny and Daniel's evolving dynamic, but nothing groundbreaking. Have you seen Cobra Kai? Drop your take in the comments. Until next time, stay sharp.